What a big coincidence. As soon as I make a video on Kage-Kage no Mi, the next day the Kage-Kage no Mi showcase releases. Man, that's a big coincidence. Maybe it's not a coincidence, maybe it's intentional, but whatever. The Kage-Kage no Mi released yesterday or today, I'm not really sure the exact date. But in this video I'll just be analyzing every move and talking about every move and explaining which move does what, because it's kind of hard to tell in the video, and giving my opinion on the moves and the derivative as a whole. So the first move we have is the bat thing, where you basically the bat spin around through you. It's called the bat tornado, and this move reminds me a lot of the Kage-Kage no Mi's bat move called, I really forgot the name, but it's called bat something, probably on the screen right now. And yeah, it's a pretty good move, I think. Especially it's a lot better than Mochi initially. Like, I'd say Mochi, and it has more moves than Mochi, to be honest. Especially though this is even though Mochi is a lot more hype, you know, canonically through the anime, like Mochi looks a lot better than Kage-Kage no Mi. Surprisingly, Mochi is not as interesting as Mochi, but it was probably because it was created by none of the dev team. I think they freelanced Mochi. I think they asked another person, as in not from the dev team, to make Mochi. I believe there's somebody, a random guy on Twitter who's pretty good at making, I guess, devil fruits, and then he made Mochi for them. I believe that's what happened, which is why it wasn't you know, what they expected. I think from my information, I could be wrong, but that's what I think. Alright, so the next move we have is called the Shadow Trap, which puts you in a box. It looks a lot like Aizen's move. It's on the screen right now. It's something called Hado. I think it's called Hado something. But yeah, basically puts you in a box, a black box. It reminds me of Mugetsu as well. But not Mugetsu. Man, why do I cut? I'm talking about Hado, man. Whatever. And it reminds me of Hado, and there's also another move called the Fleeing Shadows. I think this is the move that allows you to fly. You know, when this is the transportation method we can fly with, and it takes your stamina. On the screen right now, it's pretty cool. I'm surprised Mochi does not have any transportation. I mean, you can just make it like, you know, the flying nimbus, and make basically the Mochi used to fly on the Mochi. I don't know if that's possible. I don't know if that makes sense, but hey man, that could be done. Then we have the Shadow Grasp, which is the big hand coming out of the ground to grab you. Also, this move reminds me of Doppelman, as you create basically a shadow form of yourself that grabs them. And the bat tornado reminds me of the bat move of the actual Kage-Kage no Mi in the anime One Piece. The Shadow Trap I've never seen, but I guess it's an extension of Doppelman, as well as the Fleeing Shadows. I guess it's, you know, using the bats to fly. So I guess it's kind of similar to the actual Kage-Kage no Mi. It still uses the elements, but what is interesting is though the burrowing shadows, where like shadows like come out in an explosion from the ground on the screen right now. This one's pretty nice. I think this is similar to Magma Eruption, very similar, and hopefully it works the same, can't lie. And then the last ultimate move we have is the Silhouette's Assault, which is when Fuyu creates his copy of himself. And this is the actual Doppelman. This is the true Doppelman ability, where you create your Doppelman, so you have doubles, and it'll fight for you. I don't know if it's infinite or it can die. I believe it can die, because if it can't die, you know, it's kind of too overpowered if you think about it. As a whole, what do I think about this? It is amazing devil fruit, and I believe that I will be using it my damn self when it comes out. And to be honest, I recommend it to anybody, really. Like, if you find it has transportation, so it can fly, it has the ability to create a clone, so you can fight for you. It's amazing. Pair this devil fruit along with the dagger we got, which can create a clone too. Now you have two clones that can fight for you. I think, I don't know if that's how the dagger worked, but I remember something about a dagger, you know, that from that Halloween update, but we cannot get that. You could trade for it still, but yeah. This third fruit is amazing. Mochi is a lot better than mochi in my opinion. Mochi was kind of mid, as much as I want to say it was still okay, and we had high expectations initially because of the sneak peeks we've seen of mochi. But yeah, really there's not really much to be said, and that's really all I really gotta say, guys. And to be honest, check out my video on the actual Kage-Kage no meme video I made yesterday, and where I basically talked about everything that had come out and see if I was right or wrong. You can check that, and peace.